Coming up on 5 Minute News. Judge under US sanctions set to take over Iran presidency. Fierce Capitol attacks on police in newly released videos. And Biden promotes milestone of 300 million vaccines in 150 days. It's Saturday, June 19. I'm Anthony Davis. Millions of Iranians voted on Friday in a contest set to hand the presidency to a hardline judge who is subject to US sanctions, though anger over economic hardship and curbs on freedoms mean many will heed calls for a boycott. Senior officials appealed for a large turnout in an election widely seen as a referendum on their handling of the economy, including rising prices and unemployment, and a collapse in the value of its currency. All Liberal candidates had been banned from running, media censored, and intimidation rife. Many potential voters boycotted the election due to the clerical fascist regime in Tehran. While state television showed long queues at polling stations in several cities, the semi-official Fars news agency reported 22 million, or 37% of voters, had cast ballots by 7:30 p.m. After voting in the capital Tehran, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei urged Iranians to follow suit, saying, "Each vote counts. Come and vote, and choose your president." 60-year-old Raisi is backed by security hawks in his bid to succeed Hassan Rouhani, a pragmatist prevented under the constitution from serving a third four-year term in the post, which runs the government day to day and reports to Khamenei. Supported by the powerful Revolutionary Guards, Raisi, a close Khamenei ally who vows to fight corruption, is under US sanctions for alleged involvement in executions of political prisoners decades ago. Videos released under court order provide a chilling new look at the chaos at the US Capitol on January 6, including body camera footage that shows a man charging at a police officer with a flagpole and tackling him to the ground. Federal judges ordered the release of the videos after media organizations went to court to request that the Department of Justice provide access. The videos are being presented as evidence in prosecutors' cases against 3 men charged with assaulting police. The new videos show a former Marine and New York City police officer wielding a flagpole as he attacks police, as well as rioters crushing another officer into a door as he screams in pain. The release comes at a time when Republican lawmakers in Washington increasingly try to downplay the siege, portraying the breach of the Capitol as a mostly peaceful protest, despite the shocking violence that unfolded. The Justice Department has brought hundreds of criminal cases against the rioters. This week, a man linked to the anti-government 3%ers extremist movement was indicted on a new charge that he brought a semi-automatic handgun with him to the Capitol. The powerful video footage was made public as Senate Republicans have blocked a bipartisan inquiry into the insurrection, and as an increasing number of House Republicans have defended the rioters and played down the violence of the day. At a hearing last month, GOP Representative Andrew Clyde of Georgia said one video feed of the rioters looked like they were on a normal tourist visit. President Joe Biden took a cautious victory lap on Friday in his quest to bring the COVID-19 pandemic under control, announcing that 300 million vaccine shots had been administered in the 150 days since he took office. Biden credited scientists, companies, the American people, and his whole-of-government effort. The president noted that the widespread vaccination campaign had set the stage for most Americans to have a relatively normal summer as businesses reopen and employers hire. But as Biden marks one milestone, he's in danger of failing to meet another. His target, to have 70% of American adults at least partially vaccinated by July 4th, in a little over 2 weeks. The White House said its whole-of-government approach to the vaccination had put the virus in retreat, which in turn has brought COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations and deaths to their lowest levels in more than a year. But Biden noted in his remarks that some communities in states with lower vaccination rates are seeing cases and hospitalizations increase. The administration is in the middle of a month-long blitz to combat vaccine hesitancy and the lack of urgency some people feel to get the shots, particularly in the South and Midwest. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky said on Friday that she expects the Delta variant of the coronavirus to become the dominant strain in the US. That strain has become dominant in Britain after it was first detected in India. You can subscribe to 5 Minute News on YouTube with your preferred podcast app. Ask your smart speaker or enable 5 Minute News as your Amazon Alexa flash briefing skill. Subscribe, rate and review online at 5minute.news. 5 Minute News is an Evergreen Podcast covering politics, inequality, health and climate, delivering independent, unbiased and essential world news daily.